What's up, nerds? We're bringing updates to NX Cloud all the time, and we wanted to bring you up to date with what we've been working on lately. We're really excited to bring assignment rules out of beta. So assignment rules help you assign specific tasks in your workspace to specific agents in your CI workflow. So why would you want to do that? So when you run NX Affected in your CI pipeline, you give it certain targets, like in this case, build, lint, test, and E2E. And NX figures out what tasks across your workspace need to be run based on that, and then NX Cloud distributes those tasks across agents. But what happens when a build task gets a little too big and causes an agent to run out of memory and completely fail? Well, you end up having to redistribute that work, and it happens a little slower because it's happening across fewer agents, or your entire CI run fails and you have to rerun it. Now, the practical thing to do here is to increase the resources available to your agents so that build task has the memory that it needs to succeed. Now, you might upgrade all of your agents to a larger resource class, but that's really not necessary. You only need some of your agents to be large in order to accommodate that build task that may run on them. And ideally, you would still have agents of other sizes to run those smaller tasks because it's cheaper to only run the large resource agents that you need. Here's where assignment rules kick in. Assignment rules give you a configuration to set up what size agents that you run and which tasks run on which agents. In this example, we're running that one small agent and the 3 large agents that we need, and we're telling it to send all of the E2E and build tasks to our large agent. And that's it. With this configuration, we are able to solve the problem that we had before of a build task running out of memory without upgrading the resource class on every single one of our agents. But there's a lot of flexibility within these rules. So in this example, we can see that we can target tasks by a particular project. We can use wildcards to be able to search for particular targets. We can target specific configurations, and we can even determine the level of parallelism that we use when running those tasks. And of course, you can have as many of these assignment rules with whatever level of specificity you'd like. Definitely check out the docs for this configuration and what options will be useful to you in your CI workflow. We're so excited about this new feature that we've made sure that it works on both NX agents and manual DTE. So no matter how you're distributing your tasks with NX Cloud, you can use assignment rules today. Let's talk about other ways that we're giving you more control over how your CI runs using NX Cloud. And first, we've added more filtering options to your CIPE view list so you can find exactly what you need. You can filter by a date range or author to find your most recent CIPEs fast and get your PRs merged. Or you can sort by duration to find your longest running CIPEs and diagnose why they're running so slowly. Flaky task retries unblock your CI pipeline by making sure that you don't have to manually rerun pipelines based on tasks that sometimes pass and sometimes fail. We're giving you more control over how flaky tasks are retried. Inside of your workspace settings, you'll find a new section for configuring flaky task retries. You can adjust how often they rerun. You can even turn them off completely. This optimizes when tasks are retried so you can control resource usage and CI costs. Access control is really important, but sometimes it can be difficult to find who can grant you the access that you need. So we've added a request access button for users to be able to request access to things they don't currently have access to. This will send an email off to an admin so that they can respond and give the user the appropriate access. When you hit something you can't access, you'll see our friendly narwhal buddy along with a request access button. If you've wanted to try NX agents, but you have a custom GitHub URL, we now support these. Just look for the option to override your GitHub API URL when you're setting up your workspace. That's all for this update, but we've got more coming soon. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the blog at nx.dev.